Welcome to the WHO Infodemic Manager Training. You are a group of 220 professionals coming from 81 countries. From nurses to fact-checkers, from operational leads to health program managers, from risk communication officers to epidemiologists and science journalists, you are representing a huge variety of professional profiles coming from different fields of public health, most of you with more than 10 years experience. You, all of you together, are exactly representing the interdisciplinary needed to work in infodemic management. As you all know, since the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus and declaration of the pandemic early 2020, the UN Secretary General, the WHO Director General, and other UN senior leaders have increasingly drawn attention to the challenge of the infodemic. This overload of information includes false or misleading information and causes confusion and risk-taking behavior. We have also seen that misinformation thrives when there are information voids, when people have questions and concerns that remain unanswered. No way we can chase after every piece of misinformation, but preempting by understanding this information void, building resilience of individual through health and digital literacy to spot the mechanics of mis and disinformation is key to tackle and respond to infodemic. But the infodemic is not only about misinformation. This pandemic has produced 320,000 scientific publications. Most of it is redundant and not very useful. Health authorities still need to distill what is useful and can be applied for the response. Scientific debate and dissent are happening publicly via Twitter rather than through peer review process. Between 17 to 30% of publications are preprint, but only 1/4 of it gets published. Still, media outlets are picking up these so-called published results and throw them out in the public sphere. As of April 2021, in 97 countries, we're reporting actively monitoring and tracking information to support essential health services continuity and implementation of mitigation strategies and approaches. 70 countries have already designated the government unit or team dedicated to tracking and addressing the infodemic and health misinformation. We need more and more people trained to understand what means infodemic management and how multiple are the disciplines and skills needed to solve it. We call these multi-skills professionals the unicorns. Here you are. To date, thanks our two previous global infodemic management trainings in November 2020 and June 2021, more than 500 infodemic managers have already been trained across 120 countries. You are the next group of unicorns that will be integrated if you pass the final evaluation in our growing infodemic managers roster. We count on you. During the forthcoming weeks, you will reflect on the lessons learned since the start of the pandemic and on infodemic management strategies, tools, and data sources available to date and needed in the future. We'll be bringing several tens of world-class lecturers and trainers together to support you. You'll also be managing your very own infodemic in small groups and gain hands-on and strategic skills. Prepare yourself to be overwhelmed by new knowledges and astonished by the variety of field experience that will be presented to you. Prepare yourself to meet amazing new colleagues and to feel part of an incredible group of high-level professionals for many years to come. Prepare yourself to enter in the future of public health while laughing and enjoying your learning journey thanks to your energetic and always positive facilitators. I will end by thanking our partners, US CDC, UNICEF, and the RCCE Collective Service for their help in organizing such an important event. I wish you all a great training.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, colleagues, wherever you are joining us. Welcome to this training. I think Sylvie said it all, so I'm just would like to say how happy I'm for you guys to be part of this training. And we already ran this twice in the last year, and this has been such an amazing community coming together and giving each other also technical and scientific support throughout the pandemic response. And this has been really gratifying to see how we created also collaboration between infodemic managers from country to country to share experience. What just happened here in my country, will happen also probably in your country in the coming weeks and months as the pandemic progresses at different stages across the world. So, keep this community going. And you're now the third cohort that will be learning not only from us, but actually from all of your experience in your countries and sharing this. Will be so vital for all of you. For me as a manager, also, this is for me a great opportunity to see very different talents from all over the world coming together. You heard from Catherine, last year she was one of the trainees and now she works for us. And I've seen 20, 25-ish of unicorns, coming and working at different stages for WHO and other partner organizations on the infodemic. So this is also really a skills building platform for all of you to really learn something really from a different perspective. Sometimes when we go to training, often it's a reiteration what we have learned in the past, and it's good to be reminded. But I believe this training really adds new skills to your profession, and I'm just inviting you to engage in the next 4 weeks. It will be demanding. This is not just a sit in and listen training, but this is very active, interactive, and collaborative. So I wish you really a fantastic time the next 4 weeks, and I'll be checking in from time to time to see how you guys are progressing and monitoring also your discussions. So with that, I'm just also saying big thanks to Tina, Liz, Catherine, and Nell, and also for the 27 coaches we have prepared for you who will be chaperoning you throughout the 4 weeks. So please enjoy and have fun. Thank you, Tina.